Thanks, James. It is great to be back after a period of, or an absence of 10 years.
Now, with Qantas, you're going back into a few leisure markets, speaking of Queensland, Gold Coast, now Hamilton Island. What's the plan with Qantas's domestic growth in terms of back into some of more of those traditional markets?
Yeah, it is a deliberate strategy by us to do two things, really, to improve our offering to our business customers who also travel on leisure, of course. A lot of these destinations also have major conference and convention venues, so being able to meet those needs is important to us. But also from an economics perspective, being able to fly our fleet a little bit harder is actually good for the economics of our business too. So a win for the customers and a good step forward for our firm.
So at the moment, obviously, business travels are key for you, corporate travels are key, but how important is the events market? You mentioned it before, there was a group of McDonald's employees on the plane going to a meeting on Hamilton Island on the launch flight.
Yeah, that was fabulous to see the team from McDonald's up in the Whitsundays for 3 days. Good for them. Look, the convention market's important to us because it's our same business customers who fly us for other purposes at other times, and we don't want to have any opportunities where they can drift away from our business. So being able to meet their needs is important to us.
And obviously, it's a pretty competitive market at the moment. Why should someone go and fly Qantas right now?
Oh, look, I think Qantas is a fantastic airline with a wonderful proposition. You've seen the work that we've done to modernise our fleet. Our investment in service is terrific and producing great results for us. We are astounding in terms of our reliability performance, and also, we just have a safety record that's the envy of the world. It's just such a great airline that really is a complete package. And I think the other thing with Qantas is, while price is important for everybody these days, there is a growing market that actually values things beyond price. And I think in those situations, Qantas is a great airline with the right offer for them. So it's little things like not having to pay for your baggage. It's free food on every flight. It's all those sort of little touches that just make the experience so much better.
And when it comes to in terms of even business travellers and families, obviously the all-inclusive proposition is a very strong one, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it is, and it's really interesting with the baby boomer generation who are just looking for different experiences and really just to get more out of life. Again, I think that there is a room for a great airline like Qantas to actually meet those needs, and it's good fun, frankly, as an airline person. It's wonderful to be able to keep working on those new things for customers all the time. Things like the wonderful check-in systems that we have here that make getting through an airport such a breeze now, and we're always looking for new ways to make that travel experience just that little bit better for customers. In some cases, it's giving them more, and in other cases, it's actually reading a customer and giving them less. Good to be part of, though.
And that innovation, obviously, is leading to a strong following. And a couple of small things. With Hamilton Island, you're 2 days a week off peak, 3 days a week in peak. Can you see that potentially growing as demand picks up?
Oh, look, I would dearly love it to grow. I think ultimately, though, the customers will be the people who decide that. If they like what we do, they back our service and they fly with us, then we will be very keen to expand those services. And we have, with the great fleet that we have and the great network we have, we've always got plenty of opportunities to do that. It's going to be the customers who decide, though, and we're going to work hard to make sure that they're on board with us.
And how far away do you think we are from having devices on board apart from phone calls?
No, look, I think there's some changes in the regulations coming that you'll be able to operate your devices in flight mode for the entire flight, gate to gate, very, very soon. We're working with the regulators to actually achieve that. And of course, the modern technology that we're deploying for in-flight entertainment these days really just uses the wonderful wireless technologies that are available. So we'll provide the media. In some cases, you can provide the device. And I think that's just really starting to open up now what it can actually deliver. Ground-to-air communications is still a bit challenging in a remote country like Australia. It's not America here with all the base stations that they have. But we're very excited by technology, and we'll be there to adapt that as soon as it's available to us.
And last but not least, I was actually flying Albury to Sydney the other day, and I saw an Emirates coach here on the flight on the Dash 8 out of Albury. And how's the Emirates coach here going? You're obviously getting a fair bit of demand out of that as well.
Yeah, look, it is really good for us. And when you think about what it's added to our network from an international perspective, both in the ability for us to offer Australians different destinations, connecting over the Qantas network to the Emirates network, or vice versa, for Emirates to offer Australia as a destination to their customers. It's a really good relationship for us, and it's doing really well. Overall, in aviation at the moment, it's a bit challenging for everybody out there, but gee, I'm glad that we have partnered up with Emirates because it has solved our network proposition and really enhanced our network proposition right out to the west in a very big way.